well, here goes nothing. So the purpose of our page and what we're trying to accomplish is we're trying to save this forest that's behind me. I don't know how to... Sorry, I apologize. I'm not really into technology all that much, so I'm using a selfie stick for the first time for this purpose only. So we're trying to preserve this land behind us. All these trees behind the rock wall. Nothing beyond the rock wall belongs to us. Beyond that rock wall is a long, thin strip of land that we found out in the last few years doesn't belong to the neighbors, and we knew it didn't belong to us. But we had thought and hoping that it belonged to the neighbors. So it's a very long story, and you can keep watching our videos because we're gonna just have to keep posting, and hopefully someone will listen and help us. So we were trying to acquire that land. We went to the people who I finally went to the town hall. We've been living here for almost a decade. Finally, curiosity got to me, and I went to the town hall and I inquired about that land on the other side of the rock wall, and it turns out the people, some people inherited that land. Their family owned our house for a long time. I want to say probably 100 years. Our house is built in 1772. So, so about 40 years ago, these people acquired the land and have just been hanging on to this piece of land for, I'm guessing, 40 years, while people have been living on either side of it, not knowing that, you know, our peace and tranquil life over here is in danger. So we went to the people and we told them that we wanted to acquire the land because we live here and we have no intention on moving. This is everything I ever wanted. Everything I ever wanted ever since I was 5 years old, if not before that. I've always wanted an antique house in the middle of the forest, surrounded by trees. So as you can see, there's nothing around me. There's no people, there's no houses, there's no nothing. The light turns off at night, the sun, and it's black in every direction. There's no humans, there's no sounds. You just hear owls and coyotes and crickets and chipmunks and whatever's making noise out there, you know what I mean? It's peace, quiet sanctuary. At the time of this discovery, it was, right in the middle of COVID. My husband and I were not we weren't thinking we had to make a purchase such as this, and so we went to the people and we told them that we were probably going to need some time because of COVID, and we had a career change, so therefore the loan companies wouldn't talk to us for at least 3 years of our staying in the current occupation, they said. So every so often we'd tell these people that we, still interested in the land, don't do anything, like, it's, we want this property. They kept telling us it wasn't for sale. It's not even listed for sale. Like, just let us know when you're ready and we'll work things out with you. It's kind of the gist she did say she wanted to sell it and, have a done deal. But at the same token, we updated them frequently as possible. The situation wasn't really changing much, so, but I'd check in every 6 months or so. Just, anyways, without warning, a sold sign got put up in front of the property. Sold. Under deposit. And then the next day it said sold. I immediately contacted the realtor whose sign was there. He wants nearly double in cash. Okay. Yesterday, a real estate speculation group bought it. Oh, all right. Well, so we scrambled, did everything we could, and tried to take out a loan, but it was still proving difficult because of the way we have file our because of the career path and the way you file taxes. It was making it difficult to get the loan secured, even though we have the equity in our house and our credit scores are, really well, way high, pay our bills on, come on. So anyways, about to have my dad co-sign on a loan for us, and I'm just walking back and forth in front of this property so you can just see how nice and quiet it's here. Quiet. This is what I wanted. This is what our neighbors wanted. Our neighbors on the other side of the property, equally as disturbed about what's going on here. So before we had finalized the loan, we all went down to the realtor to discuss this, this nearly double price. And so he's like, well, I can't even get in contact with these real estate speculation people or whatever. They're not, they're on vacation, whatever, yada yada. So I'm thinking it's going to be a few weeks before I can hear from them again. The very next morning, this guy leaves a message on my answer machine telling me they now want more than double, or they're going to put a duplex over here. A duplex. This is a thin strip of land. It is just enough foliage so I cannot see the neighbors on the other side. We don't even know each other are here. If you put a duplex there, we will all know we're here. So it'll be 4 families in a row when there was basically one, I thought of this as my forever home. I want to take care of this land. I want to preserve this land. This is like an arm of the forest that hugs our house. That's in danger of being amputated for no good reason. Because some people can't make a phone call. Because I don't know what more we could have done. Anyway, so the purpose here that we are trying to accomplish is, well, without money, you can't do anything, right? Okay, so now this has been going on for about a month and a half. Today is a relatively good day for me. I'm not I don't know. I wholeheartedly, see, to me, this part of this land here is like an extension to our property. I don't understand why they divided it that way, because don't know if you could see. This is the other half of our area, and also just woods. So oh yeah, so on that side, on the other side, we own all the way right up to the other people's house. This piece of land goes right up into the other people's house. So that's zero buffer. Our home was built in 1772. And I feel like this is a historic place. You feel like you step back in time when you're here. When it's dark out, when it's night, everything's quiet, everything's peaceful. Just showing you some of our rock wall. Okay? Who knows what's over there? The people who bought that do not care what's in there, as far as I know. I mean, they just want to build a structure and make money from it, right? But nearly I would say most of the houses on our street have a similar sense of privacy and peace. It's safety, it's security. Sure, it's in the code, for building, but should it be? Should it be disrupted? This is over, this land has virtually never been touched. I mean, it may have been farm areas at times, but other than probably initial use, there's generations of wildlife there. There's bunnies that visit us every day. There's deer, there's turkeys, there are possums, there are bats, gray squirrels, hawks, owls. Well, I'm just gonna leave I'll try to leave a link to our donation. I don't really know how to use YouTube or anything. I like being back in time. I like, just not being back in time, but just, the peace, the quiet, old fashioned, I guess you call it. An old fashioned type. Now I live here to, be private and quiet. But I can't sit here quietly and let all of this be disturbed. So if there's anything you could do, if there's any amount that you can help, because we need to, I can't even talk to these people unless I have some kind of money backing me, and it's gone to the point where it's beyond what we could even, it's just beyond what we had saved enough for the, what we were told. We had not close to that amount we could have scrambled together, but, beyond that, we're having difficulties. So if you're into preserving antique places, if you're into historic places, there's a lot of cool stuff here on our little homestead that I guess we'll have to, maybe do little peeks of things. There's all kinds of secrets here. And I don't think any of that should be disturbed. This ground feels sacred to us, so we love that land, we care for that land, and we want to protect that land. So if you can help in any kind of manner, and it's not just, if you have suggestions, advice, totally open to all kinds of things. We're calling all forces here. So if you have any ideas for us, that would be also welcomed. But money speaks to these people, so Thank you.